All right, everyone. Welcome to Jack and Coop. What's the scoop? How you doing, Coop?
Doing good today, Jack. Technical difficulties we have to overcome once again.
Yeah, one day.
I know you guys are yearning for some Jack and Coop. What's the scoop? So we'll be trying our best to get you weekly episodes.
We're working hard in here trying to get this out to you, but
I've stopped going to class, just working on the podcast.
Yeah, it's just they're always in our way. We'll get over the obstacles one day, but we're gonna start off here with a quick Bellwood sports wrap up. The boys basketball team, they took a win last Saturday, an overtime against Everett. Thriller that game was.
It was a good game.
Yeah. Everett forced
buzzer beater to force overtime.
Everett buzzer beater to force overtime. Crazy, but Bellwood came out on top by 5 points. Monday they did lose though. They were at West Branch. They lost to West Branch. Took a loss there, but they play here tonight against Mount Union.
Pack the stands. Gonna be a big game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game between those two teams. ICC rivals, pretty much. This can be a close game.
There's always some chirping in that game.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then there's gonna be girls basketball tomorrow. They play Mount Union. I think it's at Mount Union.
Yeah.
And they took 2 wins earlier this week.
Huntington and
West Branch. Yeah. Yep, they took 2 wins this week. Wrestling team, they took a loss to Mo Valley. The big thing with wrestling, though, is just a lot of forfeits. Not a lot of kids on the wrestling team, so unfortunately losing a lot of matches to forfeits.
Like we mentioned before, they win most of their matches on the mat.
Yeah, on the mat, they're winning matches.
But
they're doing really well.
They're losing a lot of forfeits.
Forfeits are just killing them.
Yeah.
And it's just really a shame. But wrestling team working hard, still looking to get a first win.
And now, Jack, like one of my favorite times of the year, NFL playoff time.
Yes. Those 18 weeks of regular season just go by so fast.
Very quickly.
Playoffs are here. Very exciting time of the year.
Absolutely. So Saturday, our first game, we got the Raiders at the Bengals. Oh, little mic drop.
Yes. Technical difficulty there. But Raiders
at Bengals.
At Cincinnati.
What do you think about that one?
I'm going Cincinnati on that one.
I'm going to have to agree with you there.
Yeah. Cincinnati's been really hot recently. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, a lot of
great weapons,
star receivers.
Don't sleep on that Cincinnati defense.
Yes, they are. Cincinnati's been on a roll.
They spent a lot of money to fortify that defense. They brought in Trey Hendrickson from the Saints at pass rusher, and they brought in Mike Hilton from the Steelers, good corner.
Yeah.
They have some really solid pieces on defense too, and then, they can put up points to beat anybody. Like they beat the Chiefs the other day or a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was a game to watch.
And they can go in a deep run. That's like the dark horse Super Bowl champ in my opinion.
Yeah, they've been really hot recently. If they can keep that going, they can go somewhere.
Them or the 49ers are my dark horse picks.
Yeah, both of those teams have been on a roll recently. Yeah. So next game Saturday is Patriots and the Bills at Buffalo.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a close one.
I think the only thing that separates that game is being in Buffalo, so I'm gonna have to go Bills. Those are 2 very even teams. 2 great coaches in McDermott and Belichick.
Mm-hmm.
Mac Jones, an up and coming quarterback, but Josh Allen already a superstar already.
Yeah,
that plays another role. Having Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen as opposed to a rookie quarterback doesn't really have any experience in the playoffs. Yeah, just a really young team in the Patriots, but with Bill Belichick, you're bound to go somewhere.
Bills are looking to get into the Super Bowl. They made the AFC title game last year, and if they can do good things on offense, they have the best defense in the league statistically by far. They're number 1 in every category.
But the Bills have been spotty though.
It's all about their offense.
Yeah, they always one week they look like a Super Bowl team, the next week they lose to the Jags.
That's like the Bengals. That's how the Bengals are.
Yeah, but I'm going to agree with you, go with the Bills there. Home field advantage. Their roster is just more experienced in the playoffs, so I'm going with Bills.
The fact to even make the playoffs with the Patriots roster, they aren't very good on offense.
Yeah.
They really have no receivers.
Yeah. They have a good running back, though, Damian Harris.
They have 3 good running backs. Ramondre Stevenson is good, and they have I forget the other guy's name, but he's solid as well.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, I think it's the easiest pick of the playoffs. Eagles at Bucs. You easily gotta go Bucs there.
Easily Buccaneers. Eagles have not beat a team with a winning record all season.
Yeah, I think 9 wins.
Big underdogs.
They barely made it, and they played 4 teams with a winning record and lost all of them.
Yeah.
So not a very good team there in the Eagles.
Yeah, Brady and the Buccaneers.
Here's the thing though. It's the NFL. Anything can happen.
That is true.
So I'm definitely picking Bucs, but you never know what's going to happen there. And then my personal favorite game of the playoffs, besides the Steelers game, obviously, is the 49ers at the Cowboys.
That's going to be a great game.
Absolutely.
At Dallas, in the Superdome.
No, that's the Saints.
That's the Saints. My bad.
This is AT&T
AT&T Stadium. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. But that's going to be a very close game. Going to go down to the wire.
I mean, last week the 49ers had to get in to win. They had to win to get in, and they beat the Rams on the road. Yeah, and the Rams weren't resting anybody.
Oh yeah, they were all in there. Yeah, they were trying to get that one seed.
Yeah,
division.
Absolutely. And they went in and handled it. They were down 17-0 and came back.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Very, very good win to get into the playoffs there.
Yeah,
and I'm kind of glad that they did because nobody really wanted to see the Saints play the Buccaneers.
The Saints have just been they're just like a mid-tier team.
They're solid, but they didn't have a quarterback all year. Jameis Winston
they've went through 4 quarterbacks this year.
Yeah, Jameis Winston would have been a very solid pickup. I mean, to have for the whole season, but they unfortunately don't have him.
But they still have Alvin Kamara, still a deadly weapon.
Yeah, absolutely. But they didn't make it. But we finish off Sunday night with
Steelers
at Chiefs, man.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
Who are you picking in the 49ers game? We didn't even say. Yeah. I'm picking 49ers.
I'm going Niners too.
Okay, I'm going with the upset there. And then we have the Steelers at the Chiefs.
Going Chiefs.
I know. I mean, logically, you'd think Chiefs.
Big Ben's done.
I'm a huge Steelers fan, diehard. I'm going with the Steelers.
I mean, being the underdog, you can just kind of play with fun.
Like Ben said in that interview.
Yeah, you can just just play like you're having fun.
Everybody thinks that he's like serious, like he actually believes they aren't going to win. But he's playing mind games. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, he's like, oh, we're bad. We should just give up.
Yeah, it's hilarious that people think he's actually serious. But I mean, if you haven't I've watched a lot of analysts talk about this. They've been in the locker rooms when they're the underdog. It's much easier to prepare for a game as the huge underdog.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because you can go out so much looser, like the Jags this Sunday against the Colts.
They had nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. They went out and absolutely curb stomped the Colts, who beat the Bills and the Patriots 2 weeks prior.
Yeah. I mean, you better thank the Jaguars for winning that Colts game.
Trevor Lawrence is my favorite player of all time. And Daniel Carlson, the kicker for the Raiders, is my second favorite of all time.
That was a
favorite
crazy
player
game.
Of all time. What a week for the Steelers to get into the playoffs. They shouldn't even be here. Mike Tomlin, probably his best coaching job of his career to get this team into the playoffs.
Yeah, he's done a great job with like a mid-tier team.
Oh, very good. But here's the thing: if they get a young athletic quarterback next year, they're a team to look out for.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, and then Monday night we finish out Wildcard
on a Monday.
weekend.
Yeah, a Monday playoff game.
Never have experienced a Monday playoff game as an NFL fan. But we have Cardinals traveling to the Rams to take on Los Angeles. What do you think about that one? I know you're a Cards fan.
Yeah, I'm taking the Cardinals, obviously.
Yeah.
But you look back to the regular season, and the Cardinals beat the Rams the first time by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, they killed them.
Scorched the Rams there. But then they did lose later in the season. They lost by 1 touchdown. But I think really with the Cardinals, it's just their defense is solid. They just got to pick it up on offense. Mm-hmm. I mean, they don't.
Kyler Murray's very inconsistent.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, he's the most unsackable quarterback in the NFL.
Absolutely.
He's too quick.
He's
too elusive. You just can't get him.
It looks like he teleports on TV.
With how small he is, too.
Yeah.
He's 5'9", 5'10".
Well, a few years ago, when mobile quarterbacks started to becoming, the norm.
Yeah.
All the old heads were criticizing them, they would get hurt easier because they can run.
Yeah.
I think it prevents injury because you're harder to sack.
Yeah, you can just get away from all those hard-hitting
defensive ends. Ben just took hits from those huge guys for 20 years.
Yeah.
And just took a beating. And
he did take a beating.
And you can tell.
If you get stomped by Myles Garrett a couple times, you're going to feel it.
Yeah, Terrell Suggs. He played in a division full of great pass rushers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm picking the Rams in that one, man. I think the Rams offense is too potent for the Cardinals right now. Cardinals do have a solid defense.
Cardinals need to step it up on their secondary. They're good at stopping the run. They just need to work on that secondary because the Rams have a lot of weapons in Cooper Kupp.
Jefferson, it's in the name, dude. It's in the name.
Triple Crown winner. I mean, you got to double cover that guy.
I mean, if you have the name Cooper.
Nah, not sure about that one.
But, yeah, I mean, he's an absolutely deadly weapon.
Yeah, he's definitely
Best
deadly.
receiver in the league this year by far.
Yes,
And-
yes, I agree with that.
And
Well, if D-Hop was healthy.
I just think, and they have Aaron Donald, huge difference maker on defense.
And Von Miller.
Von Miller, I haven't really seen him do much though. He's kind of getting
Yeah,
old.
ever since he left the Broncos, you haven't seen the same Von Miller.
It's ever since that Super Bowl run,
Yeah.
he's been hurt a lot. But yeah, I'm going with the Rams there. So
Okay.
that rounds out our wild card picks.
So we'll come back next week and see how our
We'll
picks
grade
went.
our picks and then
we
pick
can
the next
pick,
week.
pick the next round.
We can keep track. Have a little competition.
Yeah, okay. We
Yeah.
can see who does better.
Yeah. Now we get to our would you rather.
Would you rather?
Do you have a good one for me this week, Jack?
Okay, this one is pretty easy.
All
We'll
right.
see if you can get
All right,
the
all right.
greater option.
All right.
Would you rather have a cold glass of water when you're really thirsty, or $10,000 in
Cold
your
glass
bank
of
account?
water.
What? Are you
No,
serious?
that's what?
$10,000.
Why are you acting like that's some like preposterous answer?
You're taking a glass of water over $10,000.
If I'm really thirsty,
That's unbelievable. Tell me, why would you not want to have $10,000?
tell me
in your
your
pocket?
logic. I'm flabbergasted that what you.
How many
think.
glasses of water can you get with $10,000?
That's not the logic here. We're quenching our thirst here, buddy.
No, I'm quenching my thirst with $10,000. I'd
You
get
can't
bottled
drink- you
water,
can't-
bottles of water, gallons of water
you
with
can't-
$10,000.
All right, think about this. What if you couldn't buy water with the money?
Well, that's just dumb. What kind of argument is that?
I don't know, but I mean, I'm going with the cool glass of water. There's not many better feelings than when you're super thirsty and you start down on a glass of water. That's a good feeling.
I mean, it is, especially like late at night. It's
Yeah.
pretty good, like 3 a.m.
Waking up in the middle of the night. Oh
Yeah.
my! That and your mouth is like desert dry.
Yeah, it is a good feeling.
Yeah.
I will agree with that, but I'm not taking a good feeling over $10,000. That's just preposterous.
Feelings are priceless, Jack. Can't put a price.
Yeah,
on
you
feelings.
can put $10,000 price on that. One.
Nope. Not in my opinion. All right, so,
All right, so-
that settles that debate. But
We're gonna go into a top 3 now.
top three. What is our
Top three breakfast foods.
Oh, I like that one.
Okay,
So what's your
so-
number 3?
My number 3, I'm gonna go with eggs.
Okay.
Eggs
Scrambled or
scrambled.
I like dippy personally.
Dippy gets a little messy sometimes.
I prefer the dip. I love the bread and like the yolk combination.
but that's only like the yolk's only good enough for like 2 dips though.
Yeah, I know what you
There's
mean.
not,
I
like,
always
enough
equate
yolk
it.
for that.
I always equate it to one piece of bread or one piece of toast to one egg. That's usually the formula I use.
Okay.
But you can finish off the white, like the egg white with the bread.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
So that's how I equate it. But I think that the dippy is just a much better option. It's not as healthy though as scrambled because that yolk's pretty fattening.
Well, I mean, if you take into account, I mean,
It's still in
yes.
this, but it's not as healthy for you. I don't think, is it? Or is
I
it
mean,
the same
it's-
thing?
I mean, just
'Cause you season
it's the same thing.
You season the dippy a little bit more.
I mean, it depends how much you season like your food.
Yeah, I know, but
I think they're the same amount of healthiness.
I prefer the dippy.
I'm going scrambled. Just like that's the consistency with the texture. I mean, it's easy to get down too. So I like my egg scrambled. What's your number 3?
Number 3, I think I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna stick with eggs.
Eggs.
as well.
Always a solid option.
Yeah,
for
number
breakfast.
3 is for me is eggs too. I mean, if you have a plate for breakfast, eggs will be a part of it.
Yeah, if you don't have eggs with your breakfast,
What are you
you're
eating?
You're doing something wrong.
What are you eating? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's not even breakfast.
All right. So what's your number 2?
Number 2 is pancakes.
Solid
I
option.
absolutely love pancakes.
Solid breakfast bread.
Chocolate chip or cinnamon pancakes, preferably. Just a very like if you make them right, there isn't many things better on this earth.
Yeah, with
than a good
warm
pancake.
butter and syrup. Ooh, tough to beat.
Nice big pile of them.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
very
like
good.
chocolate chips in mine though.
You like chocolate chip?
Yeah, add some more sweetness. To
Yeah,
it.
I can get on the board with that.
Chocolate chips are good, but my number 2 is going to be another solid breakfast option: bacon.
Okay.
You can't go wrong with bacon at breakfast. Classic breakfast.
Do you like it like extremely crunchy or just?
I like it just right in the middle, not too crunchy and not too like soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Just solid bacon.
just
Not
solid,
like black, but
Yeah,
like
not like crunchy bacon,
Yeah.
but like just solid bacon, how
Okay.
it should be cooked.
That's my number 1.
Your number 1
Yeah,
bacon.
my number 1 is bacon. One of my favorite foods on this planet. If you like, every time I'm around where there's a bunch of bacon, I eat so much of it, dude.
Yeah, bacon's just one of those foods where you can't have just one strip of bacon.
I have like
You have multiple.
at least 20.
20.
Absolutely, and that's not even an exaggeration. Like I swear to God, like I eat that much bacon when I'm around it.
That's a lot.
I
of
just keep
bacon.
grabbing and grabbing and grabbing.
I mean, it's just irresistible.
Yeah.
So my number one is gonna be French toast.
I can respect that.
I'm French toast.
So French toast over pancakes.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can add powdered sugar and syrup on top. It's very good.
Yeah,
very good.
That's a respectable pick, but
Pretty similar to pancakes, but I think French toast
much
is
easier to make too.
Yeah, I mean, if you use like the instant pancake mix, it's not too hard.
Yeah, but I'm saying like from scratch. All you need is the egg and the cinnamon and the butter, and then you just throw it in there and then throw it on the pan.
Yeah, pretty simple. But yeah, French toast, going my number one pick.
Okay, here's another thing. Where's your favorite place to eat breakfast?
Ooh,
Mine's Tom and Joe's, far and away.
I've never been to Tom and Joe's.
We have to go, dude. It is so good.
I've heard good things about that restaurant. Large portions.
I like the atmosphere as well.
Yeah, like just like classic American diner.
Yep.
Yeah, good atmosphere. But my favorite breakfast place is gonna be Irvin's. I mean, you have great.
And Bellwood, by far and away, the best breakfast place is Irvin's.
Yeah, I mean, because you get so much value for all the food you could get. Like I get the pick four. You have the pick four.
Absolutely great. That's what I get as well.
Yeah,
you can get like an omelet, bacon. You can get much.
Yeah. You pick four things on the menu, and I mean, you could realistically get like waffles, pancakes, French toast, and bacon if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a ton of food for like $8.
I like to have a little potato in mine, like a home fries.
Like hash browns. Yeah, home fries. Yeah, but Irvin's is definitely my go-to for breakfast.
That was a nice little food discussion there, Jack. Let's take it to our pun of the day. You guys have to vote on who had the better pun.
Yes.
Let me hear yours, Jack.
My pun. Okay, here. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. What's a guitarist's favorite food?
What?
Stromboli.
That was a good one, Jack.
All right, let's hear yours.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a doozy.
All right, here we go.
If anybody could figure out the way to reverse the winemaking process, that would be grape.
What? Where'd you hear that one?
Siri. She told me. I looked up. I said, "Hey Siri, tell me a pun." She
said?
Read that one off to me. I enjoyed it. Gave me a nice chuckle. So
Siri has some good.
Thought I'd let the whole world hear it on our podcast.
Yeah. So that's gonna do it for this episode of Jack and Coop What's a Scoop.
See you next week.
You see this.